Alright, guys, what a ride Outlander Season 7 Episode 13 turned out to be. This season has been all about pushing us to the edge of our seats so far, and this episode delivered on every front. The good news is things will get even juicier in the next episode, so let's talk about it. But first, we need to briefly discuss Episode 13 to better understand Episode 14. The episode opened with Roger and Buck proceeding with their quest for Roger's dad, Jeremiah Mackenzie. Our shrewd Roger came to an obvious conclusion right away, acknowledging they're in 1739 Scotland close to what will one day be the Lochary Power Station, a similar spot where Brianna found an opportunity gateway later on. This disclosure about the stones being attached to his dad's vanishing quite a while back added one more layer to Stranger's complex time travel legend. Truly, Back to the Future would never. At the point when Roger at last met his dad, the feelings were totally overpowering. Envision consuming your time on Earth pondering somebody and afterward tracking down them in such a surprising manner. Pondering it is chilling just. Their get-together was brief at this point strong, with Roger demonstrating his story through information just a person who goes back and forth through time could have. The connection between them was in a flash short-lived, however, as Jeremiah needed to return through the stones, leaving Roger with self-contradicting recollections of a dad he scarcely got to be aware. How did this second hit you? Is it true that you were however moved as I seemed to be? Tell me in the remarks. Meanwhile, Brianna faced her own crisis in the present. Rob Cameron's villainous schemes came to a head as he kept Jemmy captive in a tunnel. I mean, is it just me, or is Rob a huge scumbag? Interestingly, though, in a way, Jem's journey through the tunnel mirrored his father's quest in the past. When he finally escaped and reunited with Brianna, I think we all breathed a huge sigh of relief. Unfortunately, the danger resumed as Rob Cameron's escape raised the stakes even higher, but we'll talk more about him when we discuss the next episode. On a lighter note, we witnessed Ian and Rachel's wedding and wow, what a heartwarming moment. After everything Ian has endured, seeing him find happiness with Rachel was a breath of fresh air. Their wedding ceremony was simple yet deeply emotional, and I loved every single second of it. Let's admit it together, this is the cutest couple ever to set foot in Outlander. Speaking of love and loyalty, Jamie and Claire's relationship faced yet another layer of complexity this week. Jamie's vulnerability shone through as he struggled with jealousy over Claire's closeness to Lord John Grey. It's a raw, human moment that adds depth to his character, and honestly, I don't blame him. Despite these feelings, Jamie's concern for John's safety and his hope for reconciliation with their son, William, proved that deep down, he's still the Jamie we know and love. Now let's talk about Lord John Grey, who narrowly escaped execution in last week's episode. This week, he navigated dangerous waters as his loyalty to the British Crown clashed with his ties to Jamie and Claire. His survival raised intriguing questions about where his story will go next. Will he reunite with Jamie before the season ends? The answer lies in Episode 14. Discussing Episode 14, the stakes couldn't be higher. With the progressive conflict warming up, Jamie's initiative on the front line will become the overwhelming focus. In light of what we've seen and what's alluded to in the books, Jamie's essential brightness will sparkle, however it will not be simple. His past as an English fighter would return to cause major problems for him, making pressure with his new partners. Claire, as usual, will be at the core of the activity, utilizing her clinical abilities to save lives on the war zone. Sadly, however, she will be lethally harmed, adjusting the whole direction of the foreigner story. Ian and Rachel's new marriage will also face challenges. Ian's role as a scout puts him in constant danger, and Rachel's quiet strength will be tested as she waits for him to return. It's a tough process for any couple, but especially for newlyweds, it's an absolute nightmare. Lord John Grey's fate is another big question mark. Captured by American forces, he's walking a fine line between his loyalty to Britain and his deep connection to Jamie. His resourcefulness and wit have saved him before, but will it be enough this time? Well, let me tell you this: we should no longer count on John's wit or luck. Brianna's story will also take a dramatic turn as she confronts Rob Cameron. Armed with knowledge and fierce determination to protect her family, she's ready for a showdown. Her engineering skills and her parents' wisdom might give her an edge, but Rob is cunning and unpredictable. So get ready to see these two playing a very entertaining but dangerous chess game in the next episode. For more updates on Outlander, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.